Talkin' Sex Live is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature listeners only. Hello, you're Talkin' Sex Live with Chet and Diane.
I am Chet.
And I'm Diane.
And we're unlicensed sexual health therapists. We haven't gone to any formal schooling or had any type of training for this.
We're just a couple who's had a whole lot of sex, and we want to share our knowledge with the world.
A ton of sex.
Lots of it.
Are in our parlor again for the second time. So we've got a big announcement to make. So we haven't had a podcast for a while, as some of our podcast listeners have probably noticed. We have been working on a television show. So we made a TV show called Sex Positive with Chet and Diane. It's a lot like this one. It's got some different stuff. It's like this show with some like educational videos that we have mixed in. So we are joined today by our guest expert, Dick Colby. How are you doing today, Dick?
Apparently, I'm fine.
Hello! That's right. How have you been, Dick? It's been a while since we chatted with you.
I've been good. Yeah, I've been good. Have a little bit of a sore throat. Still remain paranoid anytime something like that occurs. Definitely wasn't from my dating life. I can.
Yeah, now if like you have a sore throat, then everybody just like, oh, can't do anything, get away from you for 8 months because you got a sore throat. So
hazmat suit and everything.
But really, I think it might be just the fact that I've been drinking a lot of things with stevia in it.
Oh, okay.
I could do it.
I thought you were going to say
reflex,
alcohol,
maybe.
but you don't drink alcohol, right?
No, I don't want to dull the pain.
You're in our premiere, so we're premiering Sex Positive with Chet and Diane this Sunday at the Look Theater. That is Sunday, April 23rd at noon. So we got into the Hollywood Shorts Comedy Festival. So it's going to be going on at noon with the other television pilots. So it's also with the web series. So we're, come out and check that out. I think tickets are $20 or buy them online. Just go to Hollywood Comedy Shorts Film Festival 2023. And then you'll go ahead and figure out where to buy tickets for that. Just look for Sex Positive with Chet and Diane. Dick is in some educational videos that we have for that. It's just like this show with some callers, but also some good funny videos, some wholesome videos. But enough of me yammering. Let's bring in our new producer. So we got a little secret to share. Wells found a girlfriend.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any time for us
No time
anymore.
for us. So he's like, I've got to fuck because I only see her a certain amount of times. And unfortunately, Chet and Diane, those times are during your show. So we're hoping that we'll find him back soon, but we have a new producer. We are very happy to introduce Beverly. How you doing, Bev?
Great. It's great to be here.
Yeah, great. So, it looks like she's coming from far away, but she really is just right. She's almost an arm's length. But,
3 feet about.
3 feet. But anyway, so we just wanted to have this fun little view here, just to be more homely. But Bev, I grew up across the street from you, and then I came out to LA, and I found that you were out here too, and that you're a podcast producer. It's like we were trying to find somebody to replace, well, not permanently replace, just fill in. We're we're going to be exploring other types
Goodbye, Wells.
Yeah, we're out of here. No, he's going to be back, but just for the time being, we got Bev. So I found Bev. Like, I know this lady. She was across the street. So what have you been up to, Bev?
I've been doing good. We're out here. My husband and I moved out here with our children because they're going to UCLA, pursuing degrees out there, and we're just loving the warm weather out here.
Yeah.
And just having a blast.
Yeah. So you're married. How long have you been married? 35 years?
29.
29 years and 2 kids. And what's your sex life like? Do you have a lot of sex? Are you Chet and Diane it up or?
No,
not at all.
It's usually like birthday and Christmas Eve.
Oh wow!
And it's
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That is your present, husband. That's I get certain things that we normally don't do on my birthday and Christmas Eve, but I would go crazy if I only had sex twice a year. But that's what you do. That's fine. That's to each his own or her own or their own. That is fine. But It's been a while, so we're going to bring up a little bit that we've done. There's been a lot of news that's been out there. We're going to start a little thing that we like to call Sex News with Chet and Diane. Let's bring up our Sex News graphics. So, apparently there's been a man who is allergic to his own semen, and he gets sick every time he orgasms. So, yeah, it looks...
I'd like more details on that. Does he get like a rash on his penis every time he comes?
I don't know. It says that he's been suffering for the last 10 years. They're like flu-like symptoms. So so after he has sex, he has flu-like symptoms. And it doesn't mention anything about masturbating and then getting cum on your hand. I feel it's more like you just happen to have, you drain you when you have sex. Like,
wasn't that every man?
Yeah, like Diane gave me a really nice blowjob last night, then I was just out. I fell asleep, and yeah, that's what happens.
So you think that he believes he has the flu, but really he's just tired because he had an orgasm and he's lost interest in things?
But I don't know, like, do you think you could actually get like a runny nose or like malaise or any of that stuff?
Hives,
yeah, break out in hives
every time you orgasm.
Well, I mean, my nose clogs up when I'm having sex, just because the blood is just rushing up there. Capillaries are swelling.
Oh yeah, or I don't know about you, but I'm always like kind of planking with my face kind of down. And then like the snot will kind of go into my sinuses there, and then I'll be all stuffed up. And then nothing's sexier when you're going down on a lady than snorting up snot so that it doesn't run all over the place. So, yeah. But
sexy stuff.
Yeah,
there.
super hot. But I'm just curious. So I guess for this guy, this is an actual disease called post-orgasmic illness syndrome, and it's. I guess it's recognized as a debilitating cause of as a type of sexual dysfunction in males. I think this is kind of a bunch of I don't want to say BS.
I can't come into work today.
Yeah, I came too much.
I can't come at all.
Yeah, because so it looks like extreme fatigue, exhaustion, muscle weakness, fever, sweating, irritability, memory difficulties, concentration problems. Blocked nose, itchy eyes. I don't know. I just think maybe this is about allergy season.
Yeah, I mean, they say it's a thing. First of all, the acronym for it spells poise, which is the opposite of the symptoms of it.
So I'm also like this picture here. He just like he came in. It looks like he came into a bunch of napkins and he put it next to his face. And I go, well, that's...
There's your problem there, number one problem.
I'm not sure that's a photo of the guy, Chet.
You don't think so?
I don't think that's actually the photo of the guy. I mean, it could be. If he were jizzing into tissue, like, that's kind of what I look like sometimes. You know, when I have a lot of time by myself. But I think that a man who's apparently allergic to his own semen and can't have orgasms might not want to do a photo shoot with all of his semen surrounding his head.
Yeah. Well, to each his own. Or to her. I think that's the second time I've used that phrase. That's just my catchphrase for the day. Beverly, do you want to read the next one there?
Yeah, sure. All right, so the next one here is Jamie Lee Curtis put her they/them Oscar next to her butt plug.
On her shelf. So if anybody saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, so in the movie, they got this award as Auditor of the Month, and it just looked like a butt plug. It was their joke. I thought it was hilarious, very funny, and so it looks like she got to keep one of those, and so she put it next to her Screen Actor Guild Award, and then also next to her Oscar. I think it looks like a great pair. I think this is just a shocking headline for people, especially for people like for conservatives. Like, what? You can't call the Oscar binary, non-binary. It's Oscar, but. She's a big trans advocate. It's her daughter Ruby is trans, so she's a big advocate of the trans community. So I think it's great. Good for her. I really think she did amazing in this role, and I think it's well deserved to get an Oscar. And guess what? Once you get an Oscar, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. You know, like if I would put it next to butt plugs too. So we'll be there one of these days. We'll get our Oscar.
I don't know if I'd do that.
You wouldn't put it next to butt plugs?
I'd probably leave it at my mom's house.
Oh.
Because then you're not bragging.
So you think the shocking part or is that the Oscars named they them, or that the Oscar is next to a butt plug, or it's the combination of the two?
I don't think it's shocking. I just think that they made that headline so that the people who are really conservative or just they get a big, load of
Puts
liberal
Oscar
stuff.
But the people who are conservative, they think that Hollywood is just a bunch of hedonists anyway. Like they just assume that they have shelves of butt plugs and things like that.
Right.
So getting an Oscar is just basically confirmation that you already have a bunch of butt plugs.
Do you don't have a bunch of shelves of butt plugs there, Dick?
My shelves just have little crystal donkeys and things like that.
Oh, well, nice. Beverly, so did you? I don't know, what you're a little more conservative right now, right? Were you shocked when you first read this headline, or are you just like, man, that's just how it is out here, right?
I wasn't really shocked when I read it. I think it's interesting that people are getting up in arms about it, because it's not like she put it next to like the Holy Grail. It's just an Oscar.
Yeah.
And I feel like in today's day and age, like a butt plug is not that crazy.
Yeah, and it's not even an actual butt plug. It's
No.
just an award that's made to look like a butt plug.
If she had the Holy Grail on a shelf, there would be a whole other headline going on.
All right. Moving on. What's next up on Sex News? Yeah.
Viagra for women may be coming to a nasal spray dispensary near you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a very sexy looking woman right there.
Yeah, she's very attractive.
So, from the article from the Daily Mail, it says that not male as in M-A-I-L, not M-A-L-E.
Oh,
Yeah, so not.
I was going to subscribe.
Yeah, that seems like something that you would want to go to dailymail.com. You get a new mail each day and you get to rate them. This is $1 billion idea right here. Why are we not doing this?
Let's shut the show
Shut this down.
We know what we're going to do next.
We need to make the Daily Mail. You just rate the mail and you can swipe them or not. And then, you can enter in your actual picture to be part of the Daily Mail. I would do it.
What?
That's all right. We'll just go back to the article
You want
here.
to see if I'm going to be on the Daily Mail?
got a
I'm
little
paying
bit of
for it.
So this is a nasal spray that works like Viagra for a woman?
But it also, it takes 2
2 hours to work, I think.
Yeah. So it's called Tafina, and you spray it in your nose about an hour or two before you want to be sexually active. And they're calling it like Viagra for women. And I think it could be really revolutionary,
I feel like a lot of men are going to like, oh, my wife's asleep.
But I feel like you could slip stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that seems really terrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I wonder if they haven't had sex in a while. It's like, oh, she's sleeping. I'm going to put some
Like
in her
the
nostril.
anti-roofie for someone you're
Yeah.
married to?
Would that be like...
There's a lot of
Would that
married
break
men
consent laws? Would you break consent laws if you just sprayed that into your wife's nose?
If you put aspirin in her nose, it would be break consent laws.
Wait, aspirin?
Yeah, you don't put you don't give someone drugs without their permission.
Oh, that type of consent. I just meant like if they became horny and then had sex with you, like that's not consensual at that point. Because you made her.
Yeah, well, okay. First, what is this drug? I don't understand what Viagra for women actually does. It makes them horny.
I guess
Like
it
I'm not
supposedly
horny.
makes
In
them
2 hours, I will be.
It just basically, it's like a little rush of testosterone. There's testosterone in it, and testosterone's been
Makes you more.
proven to make women horny. So
It's an aphrodisiac.
well, I mean, it's aphrodisiacs are like snake oil. They're not.
No, an aphrodisiac is supposed to make you horny.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if they
I know.
actually
It is.
make
I know.
one, then it's not snake oil, it's an
But
aphrodisiac.
it's more medical grade aphrodisiac. It's like a real thing.
Okay,
Would you-
sure, it's medical.
Oh my
yes,
God.
it's medical
I have to
grade
disagree with
aphrodisiac.
Chet on this.
But would you call Viagra an aphrodisiac? Aphrodisiacs are like oyster.
No, I'm calling a thing that you just said will make her horny
Oh, okay.
an aphrodisiac.
Yes.
But Viagra makes you horny.
No, you're horny and you can't get it up. That's the problem.
Got it. You got me there.
Men take Viagra to make their bodies match their natural state constantly.
Got it.
Yes,
Got it.
yes.
Okay. And then, but this is opposite. This is because of a woman doesn't necessarily feel horny,
No.
but she
Also
just
depends a lot on where her cycle is during that month.
yeah. I'm sorry to say, I don't mean it like that. Sometimes she doesn't feel horny, but then pop that in.
Okay, hold on, Diane. Are you saying that you naturally just aren't horny?
Oh no,
I
she
didn't
is.
say that at all.
Okay, so
I'm just saying a woman's cycle, if she's ovulating, she's going to be more horny during that time versus other times.
Dick Colby, women have menstrual periods where they shed the uteral lining.
Don't you think it would be a little bit cheaper rather than doing that just to put on Dirty Dancing and then wait 2 hours?
There you
Is
go.
is that what gets you in the mood? Is that what you do during Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
Or not
Patrick
Halloween.
Swayze.
Just Christmas.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Christmas and his birthday, not Halloween.
You know, that'd probably be less time than the female Viagra to work.
Yeah.
It's
It's
Like an
that
hour and
movie's-
36
yeah.
minutes, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
I just Halloween. It'd be like, give me 2 hours. Okay, but this drug is supposed to help a woman get horny. Like that's the purpose of the drug.
That is the
Yeah.
purpose, yes.
Yeah, it's in
And the-
trial periods right now, and it hasn't came out yet. The Daily
Okay,
Mail says.
because women, there are a group. Is it a timing thing? Like it's just if like you're ovulating, or are there a group of women who just can't get horny?
I guess both.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
sure
say there's
both.
both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you take this, Beverly, if you're like, maybe you want to do it more than two times a year?
Only
Well,
after
I-
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I mean, if Dirty Dancing wasn't available, I would, I guess, try it. I'm a little confused as to whether or not it would make you physically horny or like emotionally or
Oh, yes.
because that's very different.
Yeah. It's not like a man where you just get hard. It's more about it's
Need
yeah.
to connect.
Yeah.
I don't think I would take it.
Well, speaking of which, we're going to move on to our next article because there is now, or hopefully in the future, going to be a nasal spray for Viagra for men.
Oh.
So erectile dysfunction nasal spray works in 5 minutes. It's a stiff challenge to Viagra. So also in Australia, man, those Australians must be super horny. We got to go talk to Heathen Down Under to see if all this is true. But so they actually, same thing. It works quicker though than normal Viagra. It works in about 5 to 15 minutes because it hits
Wow.
your bloodstream much faster. I really like this picture that we found off the internet because this guy, he's taking nasal spray
Getting
just,
ready for
just to jerk off.
With Lubriderm.
Yeah, Lubriderm.
Cindy Crawford, is
And
that?
Cindy Crawford and
Oh,
a
yeah.
Jugs magazine.
But I
on
like
his
that
couch.
that's clearly photoshopped in the magazine.
What?
I love that. He's actually kind of hot.
Yeah, we got this for you there, Dick.
Thanks. Is that my Daily Mail?
Yep, that's your Daily Mail. That's the mail for the day. But I just think it's funny that he just wanted to get hard just so he could jerk off. And like obviously Cindy Crawford in his Jugs magazine was not doing the
Not
trick
enough
there.
for him, no.
But that is it for sex news. Say goodbye to the Daily Mail there.
Bye.
Yeah,
And why
see
does
you
the one for men work in 5 minutes and the one for women takes 2 hours?
Oh, I guess
Inequality again.
I feel that it's actually that's accurate because it takes me about 45 minutes for Diane to really get in the mood. I go down on her for about that time, and then when do we go ahead and put? Although lately I've only been going down there like 5 to 10 minutes.
If you warm me up properly
Yeah, I
ahead
guess.
of time.
Yeah, we've been really horny in the last few days. We reconnected. We went to do some karaoke on Monday night.
Oh, that makes me horny.
Oh yeah. Well, we actually didn't get up and sing. We did it wrong. We got a drink first, and then we put our name in.
You did karaoke wrong?
We did.
Because we didn't put our name in it at the right
It's
time.
a complicated
Yeah,
thing.
it is super complicated. If you do karaoke as much as we do, there's a system to it, and we disrupted the system. But
You gotta get there, put
Yeah.
your name in, and then get a drink.
yeah. But if you're in Burbank, go to the Inkwell Tavern. Great staff, great drinks, great menus. The owners are awesome, so go to Inkwell Tavern in Burbank. But once this plane goes over our head, we're going to go ahead and bring in a caller. Beverly, do we got anybody calling in right now?
Yes, I believe we do. We have Sue, and she wants to know, how does she tell her new boyfriend that she is a 35-year-old virgin?
Hello?
Is this Sue?
Yeah, this is Sue.
You're talking Sex Live right now with Chet and Diane. I am Chet.
And I'm Diane.
So we heard that you have a little bit of a conundrum. You cannot tell your boyfriend that you are still a virgin. Is that correct?
Yes, it's true.
All right. Well, how long have you been seeing this man?
For about 2 months.
Okay. Yeah, well, but you feel that after 35 years, you see a man for 2 months, and now he's the one, right?
Yes, he is.
Is there like an emotional connection? Is he just a good guy, a good provider? Or you just think that he might have a good big dick, or?
Just super hot.
He is super hot, and yes, there's an emotional connection too. I think literally, practically my whole life for him.
Wow. So, do you have opportunities to have sex in the past, and now this time you're just like, you know what, this is the guy, all these other guys were just, I don't want my first time to be a dud?
Look, I used to be Mormon.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of the ugly duckling of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't have much prospects, okay? But I've really worked on myself. And for one thing, I also left the church.
Okay, so you're an apostate now?
About a year ago. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've just been working out constantly for the last year. And I had some work done because I actually make a decent amount of money.
Very
and
nice.
because I've never been married or had any kids, I could afford to do it. And I just feel like I'm ready,
Oh.
But it's so embarrassing because he's 42.
Does he have a lot of
he's
partners?
obviously been around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess in the Mormon church, women marry very young. Like, they actually go to college. They call it their MRS degree. They just go there just to get married. Some finish, most finish, some don't. But then, yeah, and that's just part of their religion and culture, is just marry and then have a lot of kids. And so, is there any reason why you skip that part, or I guess usually it's around like 20 or so when women get married?
Like I said, I was very ugly.
Oh.
My family tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They tried. All of my sisters and my brothers, there's 13 of them. My parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my 93 cousins, they all tried to really help me. And it didn't happen, okay?
Oh, okay. Well,
I was that ugly.
Well, I think you sound beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
you sound like a
beautiful.
very beautiful person. So,
Really? Thank you.
yeah. So,
I want to say something.
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so your concern is admitting to him that you're a virgin. I just want to make sure that's really clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have
Because
a
that would be a
problem.
freak to a guy.
No,
I
you don't have a problem.
Yeah, no, a lot of guys actually want to have sex with
No,
virgins.
you just say it, and I bet your stock is going to go way up with this guy.
Yeah. Especially
Really?
if you got a lot of work done and you're smoking hot, because like for some reason a lot of men they want like someone who hasn't been
With that many partners.
just not
Too promiscuous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too promiscuous, I guess.
Yeah. So, but
Isn't that contradicting yourself there, Chet?
what are you saying?
Being a hypocrite is like I don't want you to not have had many partners, definitely less partners than I've had, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Well, sure, and men are hypocrites.
Oh, I thought you were calling me a hypocrite. I'm like, why am I a hypocrite all of a sudden? Okay, yeah, no, they are, because they usually see that, having sex with women is like a badge of honor, or it's, here's the amount of women that I've been with. Isn't that great? But they just want to be with an unsullied, not unsullied. That's when you get your balls
Unsullied,
cut
what
off.
is-
I don't know.
I think you should just play into it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
going to go really well, but I sense your nervousness, and so just take it. Use that nervousness. Like, the fact that when you say that I'm a virgin and you say it nervously, that's actually going to be better than if you say I'm a virgin confidently. Like, men are pigs.
Men are pigs.
Yes, they are. Make sure that he takes care of you first, though.
Mm.
Make sure he goes down on you first.
Oh, yeah.
And have an orgasm
Wait.
or multiple orgasms before.
Have you had a man give you an orgasm before?
No.
No? Oh, maybe, I mean, if you want, just try that out. Or just tell them, hey, you know what? I'm a virgin, and I'm waiting for the right man, and I believe you're that man, but you know what? You got to earn it.
Have you had orgasms before?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I want to ask this question, and you don't have to answer it, but I went to a city, I lived in a city where there was a lot of Mormons, and the rumor was that instead of having sex, because they have to be pure when they get married, they had anal sex. And they had a lot of anal sex with their partners, and so that they could keep their hymens intact so that when they have vaginal sex, they could break it with their spouse. Is that true?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
but I mean, I never experienced it. But again, I was so fucking, oh my God, I'm swearing now. I was so fucking ugly that, like, seriously, I didn't even have a kiss until this guy.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, congratulations. I know you feel that you went through some transformation, but I think the real question, or I don't want to say problem, but what we should try to give you a little nugget of knowledge right now is be grateful for who you are now, but also be grateful for who you are in the past. Like, find things that you liked about yourself instead of being, negative towards you, saying that I was so ugly. Just be like, you know what? I may have not been the most attractive, but I am very confident, and I'm a go-getter. I can go out and get my stuff done.
I just think the way you said I was so fucking ugly, you must have an answer to this question. How fucking ugly were you?
Are you? Yeah. Like, and then it just sets up a punchline there. You could be like Rodney Dangerfield there. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Well, okay. I was so fucking ugly that a gorilla's ass was more appealing than my face.
There's some pretty good-looking
I said
gorilla's
ass.
asses out there.
Like those big pink swollen ones.
Oh
Those
yeah,
are real cute.
yeah,
Oh,
they are. I can see why they're out there without no fur on it, because you want to have sex with it.
It's very cute.
But all right, I'm sorry there, Sue. I suggest just go ahead and, like I was saying,
Be straightforward
Be
with
straightforward
them.
with
Tell
them.
them how you
and
feel.
make them earn it. Just make him earn it. You know, if he really is the right one, I mean, you'll.
Yeah, if he's really into you and really likes you and potentially loves you, then he will accept that. And
It'll get his motor going.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God!
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
him and then
Oh,
say,
yeah.
but you're really nervous, even if you aren't nervous anymore, and just watch him cook you the best meal ever.
Oh yeah, yeah, and just be like, you know what? I want you to make me orgasm without putting anything in there because I hear it's great, and then, let that be a gauge. See how well he can go down on you. So if he has been around, then maybe he needs to do that, or it'll be good. So also. Have you seen his penis before? Is it a huge penis? Because if you've never had sex before and you haven't had anything that big in there, then it's not going to feel too good the first time you go at it.
I've seen it. It's like medium size.
Okay.
I walk.
So medium size, a good 6-incher, 4 inch. What is
Yeah.
medium size there,
I'd
Dick?
say, I mean, 6.
In my days in the dorm, the college students, they measure, and 5-6 inches is about average.
Was flaccid or erect?
5. Erect.
Wow.
You measure erect. You don't measure.
Oh, I was
flaccid.
but I mean, I was in college. I couldn't remember any time where I just got with all the guys in my dorm, just like, hey, let's all get boners and then measure our dicks.
When you were in college, the sexual freedom wasn't the same thing. The way you talked about, like, metrosexuals wasn't even a term back then.
Oh, yeah, it was coming. That was metrosexuals was there. That was like 98. I'm not that old. Yeah.
Okay, well, guys are much more comfortable just showing each other stuff and being more affectionate because,
Interesting.
I mean, gay rights have since '98 have they've taken a back seat lately, but they, the right to marry and don't ask, don't tell went away and things like that. So It's much more in the forefront, and people aren't as uncomfortable with the concept. Men used to be very affectionate in the past, and then and like in the 20s and 30s and 40s, and then something happened. I'm not recollecting very well, but they didn't want to be associated with homosexuality, so this aversion to male bonding appeared in society. Where it wasn't there before, and we're just going back towards being more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I think it was the pants in the 20s. People weighed their pants all the way
high.
up to their nipples, and they had, about 3 feet of crotch room there, and maybe that was just a way to bond. I don't know. Also, there were suits everywhere. Like, you just go anywhere, and you had to have a suit on. Well, I gotta go get some.
Pretty swanky there.
Yeah, I gotta get some
Men
gas in my
bonding
car.
over suits and pants.
Yeah, and hats. You had to wear a hat everywhere you went. You had.
I'm trying to wear a hat, and
wear a hat.
I'm getting compliments at random at least.
You look good with the hat on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you should wear it on the next show, there, Dick.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. All right. Well, sorry for that rant there, Sue. We almost
You're
forgot
still there,
you're
aren't
still
you,
there. Are you
Sue?
still there, Sue?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well, you got a really good lesson on men bonding there, but hopefully we steered you in the right direction. Go ahead and just tell your man that be very confident, or if you want to go the route of that you're nervous about it, that you're a virgin, and make him earn it, and make him give you multiple orgasms and treat you like the queen that you are, right?
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, Sue.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
I feel like we could have talked more about men's penis sizes because we kind of segue over medium, small.
So wait, you want to? We kind of said that erect was medium, was about 4 to 5 inches.
That was average.
That was average.
So is that
5? Yeah. I
So-
mean,
So
is that
6
medium then?
inches. When you're on gay dating apps,
Yes.
6 inches. The people are like, I want at least 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen smaller. I've seen small, and I was like, I think this person has been using testosterone, like HGH and things
Okay.
like that, because it can affect that.
Like
and
4
and
inches
it
or
was
something?
it was very small, and I was
like
I
thumb
wasn't
penis
quite,
size?
What?
Like a
Like a
thumb?
thumb.
Like thumb, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was like this, and
Yeah.
I was
Like a micro penis.
and I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. Like, how do I use this?
Well, I would just lick it like a clit, right? just do some of that.
I don't have enough experience with clits.
All right. All right.
Now I know what Chet would do with
I don't
smaller
know.
penis.
Never had the experience.
Well,
of
I tell you what,
micro
when
penis.
you find yourself a man with a small penis,
Mm-hmm.
and then tell me what to do.
So I'll coach you during the session. Just like, all right, Dick, here is a man with a small penis. Let's
Well,
figure
no,
this
you're
out.
just telling me that I should lick it like a clit, and I'm like, okay, well then you
Okay.
lick a dick and tell me what it's like.
I don't want to lick a dick. All right. Beverly.
At least you're not going to gag on it, though.
Yeah.
There's a plus to that.
Mm.
Oh.
Hey,
You can deep throat that thing all day.
yeah, all day long. You just you get the whole thing in your mouth. And the balls probably. Just get the whole package
Oh my
right in your
gosh.
mouth.
Wow.
Beverly, are you open about your husband's penis size? Is it good, or are you satisfied with it, or?
I haven't had that many partners, but
So you don't have anything to compare it to.
I mean, I have some things to compare to. But I'd say he probably wouldn't want me talking about it, but
All right.
I feel like it's adequate.
All right. Adequate size.
Gets the job done.
Yeah, it's a Goldie cock. Not too big, not too small, not
Just
too
right.
thick, not too large, not too skinny. Right?
Good, delicious bowl of porridge.
All right. Enough dick talk.
Balls of porridge.
Do we got another call coming in there, Beverly?
We do. We have another one coming in. We have Cheryl, and they have a question about bathrooms.
Oh, okay. Hi, is this
Hi,
Cheryl?
is this Cheryl?
Oh no, people call me Cheryl, but it's because they mispronounce the name. It's pronounced churro.
Oh,
Oh.
like churro,
Churro?
like the Mexican cinnamon sugar dough thing.
No, churro.
Churro.
The way it's spelled.
Churro.
It's just that. Yeah, it looks like Cheryl, but I'm from a real fancy French background. It's the French version of Carl.
Got it. Okay, so you have a question about bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
All right, sure, why not? Let's hear it.
What the fuck is the problem with the United States of America and trying to tell people to use the goddamn bathroom that don't align with their gender identity?
So you're getting upset about people not using the bathroom that doesn't align with the gender identity that they were established at birth?
No, what?
Yeah, well, there's two different things here. Okay, I'm misunderstanding you. Okay.
No, what the hell is the problem with some states in the United States of America having an issue with people using the bathroom that they feel most comfortable in?
Oh, that they feel most comfortable with. Got it. What they identify as. Sorry, I was just your tone and inflection on that made me think of you were saying something else. So it wasn't so much the actual words, it was how you were saying it.
Who cares?
Exactly.
My tone and my inflection confuses people just like my name does too.
So, that's a good question. Some people actually, they don't understand that you can be born with a different set of sex organs than what your brain actually feels inside. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So ain't that about a bitch, huh?
It is about a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's I feel that it's because people, they only know what they're used to and they fear things that are different. And so if I'm a man and I have a penis, then that's all I know. So if if you're a man who's unaware that this is a thing, that people can be born with a penis, but then everything in their brain says that they're a female or a woman, then they can then the man might not actually understand how that works, because all he knows is that he's a man because he has a dick.
Yeah, you're talking about cisgender folk right now. That's right.
Yeah, the cisgender folks. Sorry, I didn't know what your level of knowledge is on this. So yeah, cisgender folks. Obviously, a lot of people, they kind of don't understand how it all works. So,
I think you're being generous, though.
Am I?
Yeah. I mean, the conservative is conservative people who don't want this, and the arguments that they're
ain't that the truth right there?
Yes.
You know them conservatives got about 30 states right now that don't have any laws to protect trans and LGBTQ folk who identify as such from any sort of discrimination.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. 30 states out of 50. Ain't that about a bitch?
I've heard two basic arguments coming from the conservative camp, and they're both kind of ridiculous. One of them is I've heard a conservative male pundit say, I don't want to see a woman walk up next to me at the urinal and whip out her dick. I've heard that. And my initial thought is...
How the hell that's going to happen? How a woman going to walk up and whip out a dick? Women don't have penises.
Well, but he's saying a trans woman, so a biological male who has a gender identity of a woman.
Well, ain't that just silly? Because a trans woman identifies as a woman, therefore she's a woman. So how's a woman going to have... it sounds like these conservative folks is dumb shit.
Well, yeah. Well, also, the trans woman may have a penis, but
also doesn't want to be in that bathroom.
Yeah.
So for them to force them in the bathroom is how they get to see a woman pull out her penis.
Exactly.
And on top of that, the question I have is, okay, so now you've created the backwards scenario that you don't even want in the first place, and a woman's pulling a penis out next to you. What are you doing looking at her penis?
Exactly.
Oh, so that was what I was just about to say. You know what's up.
So also, wouldn't a trans woman want to go sit down on the toilet and not to stand at a urinal and hike up, or just if she's wearing a dress or
That's
just
how's a person who identifies as a woman going to stand up to pee?
Right. Right. It doesn't work. They don't want to be in there. If they are in there, they would rather use the stall. I would think if they use the urinal, it would be more of an act of defiance. I'm not speaking for everyone, but I think it would be more of an act of defiance. Yeah. The other stupid argument they make, is that a man who likes to assault women would claim to be a woman to get into a women's bathroom and then assault other women.
Wow.
That's the other argument that they make.
How many cases has there been of that? Like
zero.
Like, so.
It's zero.
Exactly.
And just any crimes in general taking place in restrooms across the country is extremely rare. Not just assault, but any crimes whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's extremely rare.
There is one.
This comes back to the 2016 introduction of bathroom bills that started in North Carolina. There's been a couple states that try to do these so-called bathroom bills, and that's just silly. See, I work for Trans-Pacific cruise lines, and in international waters, anything goes.
Oh.
You use any bathroom you want. I use the men's bathroom, and then sometimes I just pee off the side of the ship.
Wow, that's living right there.
I've used the men's bathroom if it's private stall.
Oh yeah, because it's the women's bathroom's always got a line around the block, and then so Diane's just like, fuck this, and she just walks in and just pisses in.
Or how about the restaurants and whatnot that have like 2 single serving bathrooms, but they're gendered?
Yeah, that doesn't make any. Well, that's actually illegal in California.
It's the same exact bathroom on the inside. It's just one smell.
Yeah.
California passed a law 2 years ago that said every single stall bathroom has to be both
unisex.
Unisex, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen places locally that have that.
They're out of compliance, so you can use whatever bathroom, and if anybody gives you shit about it, like, you're not in compliance with this. It's against the law here, so.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was at a bathroom in Seattle. And it was...
Seattle's got some of the nicest bathrooms in the nation.
They're very nice. But it was a multiple stall bathroom, and it was a unisex bathroom.
Yeah.
So...
Alamo Draft House does that.
Maybe that's where I was at. I was up in... I think it was in Capitol Hill.
Well, they don't have one up there. Well, not
I'm
to
trying
my
to remember,
knowledge, but here in LA they have one. So.
Okay. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I was in Seattle, and so...
Starbucks has it.
That's
what you're thinking. Starbucks in Capitol Hill has one.
Okay. But I was at like a restaurant or bar.
Starbucks is okay with non-gender specific bathrooms, but unions are a problem.
No.
That's a story for another day.
But let's be real. It's a natural occurrence of corporate leadership to not want a union. That is not a surprising take ever. Like, what corporate leader wants to have to deal with a union?
I just want to go back to the bathroom thing again. So just for my own comfort level, I felt I didn't want to take a dump next to a woman peeing. Because that made me feel like I would stink up the room and she would be offended. I don't know.
Who's crapping in that stuff?
Exactly.
I don't want to take a crap next to people I know.
That sounds just like... That's how my mother raised me.
Yeah.
Don't you ever poop next to a lady going pee.
Yeah, I have this problem just going to the bathroom at work.
Whole thing off.
Yeah.
Women enjoy nice, lovely smells and scents while they urinate. While they defecate, however, that's a word for another day.
They get that poopery. Have you seen poopery?
Poopery.
Yeah,
poopery.
It's like a spray that smells like potpourri.
You spray it in the toilet and then you take a dump.
Yeah. Beverly, you've been quiet on this. What's been going on with you?
Well, as a woman who goes to a lot of chain restaurants, I'm just very glad that they've sort of brought this gender-neutral bathroom, because so many of the bathrooms will have designations that are like weird animals, and you're supposed to guess which one is like the feminine one.
Yeah.
So I've been in a men's bathroom so many times. So I'm just very grateful that they've made it neutral, so I don't have to have that problem.
I enjoy the bathrooms where a woman will walk into a male's bathroom like right when I'm peeing, and she's like, "Ah!" and I'm like,
rape.
This is not rape. God.
The way you said it looked like.
No, I was just in here peeing, and she was just shocked because she walked into she was like mortified that she walked into the wrong bathroom. I'm just like, you know what? I think this is a funny situation. So
I also want to break the illusion of women's bathrooms smelling good.
Oh, it does
because
smell
you've
good.
apparently never gone to the bathroom next to a woman who's on her period
Oh, yeah.
and defecating, because
Yeah.
it's not a pleasant smell.
Not a
Yeah.
pretty sight there.
Yeah, like the ye old curiosity
honey,
shop.
I know. I absolutely know that. I was just trying to make the host there feel okay with himself that he didn't know that women stink.
Well, I appreciate that.
I don't think women stink in general. I just think we're all humans. And
I didn't mean in general. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying they stink sometimes when they go potty. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody poops, everybody farts. It just happens, It's a
well, that's the thing. A toilet is a toilet is a toilet. And toilets don't got
Unless
no.
it's one of those Japanese toilets, man. I really want one of those.
Yeah,
Oh,
one
then
of
they
these
talk
days
to
we'll
you.
get
They
a nice
congratulate you
toilet.
for taking a.
I congratulate you.
Most polite toilet.
Yeah.
Most of these laws them conservatives are trying to target trans folks with, they're trying to target trans kids.
Yeah.
Did you forget that these are children?
Yeah. I have a friend that has a trans daughter, and they are very supportive of her. And she's had a very happy life. And before she transitioned, she was not happy. And it's all about just leading a happy life. So if you had to live your life, 18 years of your life as someone that you didn't believe that you're not, it's going to cause a lot of psychological issues. You're going to be very depressed later in life, and it's going to take a while for you to figure out who you are and figure out how to be happy later on. So just there's a whole program. There's a lot of psychologists involved and stuff, and they
Wait,
make
are you friends
evaluations.
with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union?
I am not, but yeah, good for them though. I wish, because then we would go to a lot of amazing parties and stuff. But
Dwayne Wade parties.
yeah, good old Dwayne Wade parties. But Cheryl.
Like churlish.
Cheryl.
It's the French version of Carl. Come on.
Got it. Oh, that makes it easy then, since I'm so fluent in French.
Oui, oui.
Yeah, oui, oui. Charles.
Très bien.
So we hope we helped you out. I don't know if we came to any type of conclusion. It was a good conversation, though. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up, or are you satisfied with your help that you got from Chet and Diane today?
No, I'm very satisfied with the help I got from Chet and Diane. I just need to say the last thing before I get out of here.
All right.
Trans rights.
Trans rights. Thank you. All right. Have a good night.
Calling.
Thanks for calling in. But that's a good place to end the show. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please give us a like on YouTube and
Instagram.
And then, because follow us on Talking
Twitch,
Sex Live on Twitter and Instagram, and also follow us on Twitch and YouTube, and give this podcast a review and like. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Dick. We are out. Please come see our show live at the Look Dine-In Theater in Glendale on April 23rd at noon. Sex Positive with Chet and Diane. The whole gang will be there. It will be super funny. The puppets are there. I masturbate quite a bit. And Diane, you get to see Diane's ass. So, yeah, there you go. Come out to see Diane's ass. That's it's a good payoff. It's a great ass. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.